Hey, United Wrestling fans, Gilbert Corsi here, back in the United World headquarters, gearing you up for a massive edition of Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. Leading us off this week is #1 contender Danny Limelight, once again against a surprise opponent. The Radioactive Poppy has been welcoming all challengers as he prepares for his upcoming world title match at the Red Carpet Rumble. We'll also see the stacked women's division on display as Zeta Zhang and Milo look to get even with Alex Gracia and Savannah Stone. Also, Jude Diz faces the institution's Honest in the final step of Jack Banning's gauntlet before he can face Banning one-on-one. And our main event, a big one. The decorated ring veteran Carlito Colon is here to challenge world champion Jordan Clearwater for the grandest prize in the game. But right now, it's mic on, safety off, as we kick things off this week with #1 contender, Danny Limelight.
Come on! The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 184 pounds, the Radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight.
The Radioactive Poppy and the #1 contender to the United Wrestling Network World title. And it looks as if Danny Limelight has got something on his mind and certainly feeling the love from this Irvine crowd.
As he always is, the United Wrestling Network still amped up following the crowning of new United World Tag Team Champions last week in Reno Scum, but TK, what we're looking at right now is the man who has his golden opportunity coming up very soon, the #1 contender, Danny Limelight.
What's up, mi gente? Man, I just gotta say, man, it feels real good to be here, huh? I feel good. I feel like I'm on the path to the Red Carpet Rumble. I'm on the path to the Red Carpet Rumble, but I'm not walking it alone, because I'm walking it with each and every one of y'all. I'm walking it with everybody. With everybody watching it at home, I'm walking it with Sean, I'm walking it with TK, I'm walking it with Adnan, I'm walking it with all mi gente. And even though I fought through the Golden Opportunity Tournament and earned my spot to become #1 contender, I still hear the chatter. I still hear the whispers. I still hear people in the back saying, I don't deserve to be here. What y'all think about that? But this, you see, look, this is what I gotta say. Maybe I'm here for a reason. You see, other than the fact that I have more charisma in my tongue than they have in their entire body, I'm here because I've been working for 7 long years. I'm here because I bleed United Wrestling Network. So if there's any other bozo in the back that got a problem with that or thinks they deserve my spot, then step up to the plate and come see Poppy.
Challenge issued, but who will answer that challenge of the #1 contender? Whoa!
And introducing his opponent from Perth, Western Australia, weighing in at 225 pounds, hysterical Shane Haste.
What a match this should be.
A hysterical acceptance by Shane Haste to a competitor he knows very well, Todd. Let's go back to the Golden Opportunity Tournament. Danny Limelight did win 2 triple threat matches, defeating Shane Haste and Jack Banning in the first round. But Banning passed out to the rear naked choke of Limelight, while Shane Haste had the guillotine locked in on Jack Banning. So Shane Haste never tapped out.
Yeah, what a wild finish that was in the Golden Opportunity, and something that certainly hasn't sat well with the hysterical one, Shane Haste. And but a victory here by Haste, you got to think, against perhaps the future United Wrestling Network World Champion, will certainly put Haste in an enviable position for perhaps a future title matchup in his own right.
No question, much more than bragging rights would Shane Haste gain with a victory over the #1 contender. And, you know, Todd, Shane Haste, world traveled is an understatement, just returned from a very successful tour in Japan. Will be going back very soon. So this is going to be an incredible matchup right here.
Saw his teammate teammate of Haste in TMDK and Bad Dude Tito. What a matchup he had with Jordan Cruz for the United World Television title. Look at Haste having a little fun in there as well.
Shane Haste is definitely an eccentric individual, to say the least.
Yeah, he lives up to that hysterical moniker, that's for sure. But what a great competitor. He's proven himself in the tag team ranks.
Oh, yeah.
As has Danny Limelight here in the United Wrestling Network, former World Tag Team title holder. But now these two go in the single ranks, and this could be a fantastic matchup. Holding on there, nice takedown by the radioactive Poppy. It comes up with the big arm drag.
Well, you talk about TMDK, I mean, we're going back a decade in the United Wrestling Network when Shane would tag team with Mikey Nichols, but as you know, TMDK is about a dozen competitors strong, and they've been dominating in Japan along with Jonah, along with Bad Dude Tito, and now Danny Limelight looking to pick up speed here, and Shane Haste, very aware.
Haste out of there, had that well scouted, that's for sure, of course. Limelight will hit you from all angles. See Limelight, the background there, having a good time. Oh, look at this. Springboard comes up with a big buzzsaw kick. Enziguri utilizing angles there to attack. Now watch out here. Oh, suicide dive, but he got caught. He got caught. What a shot. We'll be back. We got to take a break, and Limelight might have just broken his face.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We won our
This matchup, just the momentum changed in an instant when Danny Limelight tried to dive to the outside, ate that big shot, and now look at this, just punishing Limelight as Haste.
And you can see Haste looking to prove a point, definitely took the Golden Opportunity Tournament personal, and the fact that he is not the #1 contender, and he has continued the attack throughout the commercial break, particularly on the shoulder of Danny Limelight. And we all know Shane Haste. He's explosive, he's athletic, but he's very unpredictable with his arsenal.
He's had great victories, too, in his latest run here in the United Wrestling Network. Victories over the likes of BHK, Kevin Martinson, Fidel Bravo. Made a great showing in that Golden Opportunity matchup. And you know, just luck didn't go his way. And now look at this. Using the knee there for leverage and really cranking on that arm.
No question, many would say it could injure the rotator cuff, but what it's really doing there is attacking the labrum, which is the suction cup of the arm. When you tear a labrum, your arm cannot function. Shane Haste, like a surgeon, to the left shoulder of Danny Limelight.
Yeah, the ring's turning into one big dissection pan, and Shane Haste is picking apart that extremity of the radioactive Poppy. And Shane Haste would love to derail, you know, this surge of momentum that Danny Limelight's had as the #1 contender. Would love to play spoiler here.
No question about that. And Shane Haste, his confidence truly is at an all-time high after his tour in Japan that we mentioned just moments ago, and now he's continuing the assault on Danny Limelight.
Picture-perfect suplex there by hysterical Shane Haste, proving there is method to the madness of this guy. He's so fundamentally sound. Into the cover now, dragged him to the center of the ring. That's a smart move too, and almost put him away.
But as we see time and time again, Danny Limelight, tremendous grit, so much heart, truly feels that he is the face of the United Wrestling Network, and he feels like it's his destiny to become the United World Champion. But of course, Jordan Clearwater and the Embassy have a lot to say about that.
Well, and I've got a question for you as a representative of the committee. The contract was signed by the #1 contender, Danny Limelight. You were there, oh my gosh, got turned inside out. Well, you might not be around for that matchup after something like that. But D'Lo Brown was there, you know, as an ambassador as well. The challenger signed. To my knowledge, the champion, the Golden Boy Jordan Clearwater, still has not signed the contract for that title matchup.
Unfortunately, you're correct. Jordan Clearwater and Prince Nana have still refused to sign the contract. As you're probably well aware, Prince Nana has a team of lawyers that are impossible to get to. As far as I know, they are overlooking the contract, and I truly don't know when they're going to come back at me with a signature.
There has been an absolute lethal barrage of kicks here, Johnny LaFlasto, by TMDK's hysterical Shane Haste. Some of those shots sounded like a bomb was going off.
They sure did. And, you know, you have to wonder how prepared was Danny Limelight for this match, Todd? He's been burning the candle at both ends. He's been on an all-time intense high in his career, whereas Shane Haste clearly had a strategy, and he has been executing it to perfection thus far.
Well, and so many people, Johnny, I think are really trying to knock Limelight off of that perch. We saw Baron Black try and do it.
Right.
Didn't work out for the Emperor, but now Shane Haste, another one trying to stake his claim in the upper echelon of the United Wrestling Network.
And there really isn't a weakness in Shane Haste's game, as now we're seeing the power on display, catching Limelight midair. Whoa, what a counter.
Beautiful crucifix, in essence a crucifix bomb there. It wasn't a simple roll-up, that was a big, heavy hit offensive maneuver.
That was exactly what Limelight needed, just to give him at least a little bit of space, a little bit of time to recover. Who will get back to their feet first?
And you're right, Johnny, that was really the first time since that big uppercut during the suicide dive to the outside that Limelight has really seen some light at the end of the tunnel in this matchup. But it might just be a freight train coming his way in the form of Haste. But look out here, talking about freight trains. How about that by the radioactive Poppy?
A second win for the winner of the Golden Opportunity Tournament. What a senton over the top rope.
Outside, inside. Limelight will attack you from all angles. Looks to, you know, second time he's charged in and eaten a big strike. He's really got to not leave himself open there.
Impressive back elbow by Shane Haste, but now an enziguri by Limelight heading back up top.
Limelight perched. What's he got in mind? Meteora, those double knees, and maybe a bad break here for Limelight because Haste to the outside.
That's how powerful that Meteora was, sending Haste all the way to the floor, but the radioactive Poppy is not finished. Turning on the afterburners!
Wow, Tornillo to the outside! And this place is going crazy!
What a way to kick off Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield with Danny Limelight and Shane Haste.
I'll tell you, he might be a future world champion, but he's certainly a champion of the people here. Oftentimes, the fans here in the Irvine Improv, when talking about Limelight say, that's my champ.
Well, speaking of championship, what about the main event tonight? Will we have a new champion as Limelight goes into the cover? Does he have Haste? No!
Yeah, if Limelight can get by Haste, you got to think he's going to have a front row seat at the monitor as Jordan Clearwater will put the title on the line against Carlito Colon. What a matchup, what a huge main event.
First time ever. The entire committee very proud of the tremendous matches we have on the show tonight, as we do every single week, but what a way to kick off tonight. Now Shane Haste looking to pile it on. Oh my!
Well, you want to talk about kicking off, that's what Haste was trying to do, kick off the dome of Limelight. What a knee! Right on the button. Limelight's out. Maybe a sense of urgency here. What's he gonna do? Here's Haste. Powerbomb coming, sit out variety. Sense of urgency into the cover, gonna put him away. How did Limelight kick out of that? Ay, Dios mío.
That could have been pure instinct, TK. Shane Haste, an explosive array of offense there. But what will it take to keep Limelight down?
I thought that Haste was maybe going to go for that Bomb Valley death, but
Right.
sit out.
Oh.
Well, and asking you shall receive.
Wait a minute.
On the counter, and he spiked him with the Hurricane Rana. Deep hook of the leg, and now Haste showing what he's made of, showing his mettle. Oh, look out here, Maurice Oñando. Maurice Oñando.
He's got the Maurice Oñando locked in, the rear naked. Haste has nowhere to go, Tom.
To die dreaming, and Haste finds himself, he was in the guillotine, abandoning, now he's in the Maurice Oñando. I've never seen anybody get back to their feet like Haste is trying to do, but gets collapsed. He's out, he did not tap, but he did pass out.
Here is your winner, Danny Limelight.
Incredible. You just mentioned, TK, what a counter by Danny Limelight. But talk about the power and the endurance of Shane Haste, almost making his way back to his feet, but the Mori Soñando once again leading Limelight to victory.
Haste almost picked up a victory, a statement-making victory over the #1 contender, but a gutsy win by Danny Limelight, and that's the type of heart and will to win that he'll have to show when the world title's on the line, and the title will be on the line later on in our main event. We'll be back.
All right, I'm standing by with the United Wrestling World Champion, Jordan Clearwater, who will put that title on the line tonight versus Carlito Colon.
That's right, Gerald. Gerald, right? Yeah,
Jeremy.
Gerald. Yeah, that's what I said. Let's put Danny on the back burner for a second, just like everyone's done in his career. I want to focus on another Puerto Rican, Carlito. Carlito, I have one goal tonight, and that's to prove to you, to the entire Colon family, hell, I'm going to prove it to the entire country of Puerto Rico, of Japan, of Canada, of the United Kingdom, hell, the entire world, that I am the most fighting champion in professional wrestling. And just like everyone else, Carlito, when you step into the ring with me, you're going to hear those two oh-so-golden words. And still.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Good set for tag team action in the women's division, and I'll tell you, the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia, and Savannah Stone have been a nightmare for anybody that have stepped in their path.
This goes all the way back to our Primetime Live pay-per-view a couple of months ago, and Zeta Zhang, she has wanted revenge on both Alex Gracia and Savannah Stone, and you know, they confronted each other last week, and speaking of confrontation, Stone and Gracia wasting no time.
Yeah, these are not the two you want to turn your back on, that's for sure. Talking about Stone and Gracia. All four competitors in the ring to kick things off, and having the high ground right now. Milo and Zhang bring the bang. Zhang, the outside, look at this, opening up the runway for Milo, who divides and conquers on the outside.
Well, the bell has finally rung. This match is officially underway. Tag team action, and wow, what a senton by Zeta Zhang. She is a ball of fire. Stone into the post.
Boy, Stone is going to have to prove that she's unbreakable after hitting the post there on the outside, courtesy of Bring the Bang. Zhang, who is living up to that right now, has been very physical after Stone and Gracia tried to get the jump. And then look at this, out of the corner, Zhang. Great offense into the cover. Nope, couldn't keep her down.
Well, Zeta Kills was her nickname, as she was undefeated in the cage in mixed martial arts, blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and now a tag, also a background in Greco-Roman and Muay Thai. Zeta Zhang is dangerous.
Oh, has all the pedigree. But look at this, Stone, so strong, was able to work both, but could not defend against that double drop kick.
Tag.
Gracia back in there, yes, courtesy of the tag, and a nice short back elbow there by the Pink Dream.
Just like that, Alex Gracia in control, former Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion. But look at Milo, impressive transition here.
Gracia wanted to be a sideline reporter and then wanted the spotlight all to herself. Did not want to be relegated to the sidelines, and certainly is here under the bright lights of championship wrestling. Back and forth with action between her and Milo. What a great matchup this looks to be. These two have some history.
Milo, a bubbly and very sharp personality, but many underestimate her because she is so incredibly friendly. But as you see right now, very tenacious, tons of heart into a cover. Gracia kicks out.
It's nice to see Zeta Zhang have some backup, somebody to watch her back here, because time and time again, you know, she's been jumped by Stone and Gracia, and that won't be the case here.
And Zhang has tons of pride. She will not back down from a fight, no matter how many women are trying to attack her. But yes, this tag team match has long been overdue. The fans have wanted to see it, as Gracia going to work. What a strike. She's competed globally, Mexico, Australia, Japan. Certainly a different look and a different attitude than what many fans have seen from Gracia over the years.
And you talked about it, was at one time under the tutelage of none other than two-time Hall of Famer Booker T.
And you couldn't be under the tutelage of anyone better, as now Savannah Stone has tagged in, and what a powerful suplex. Brute force. TK, that's what Stone's all about.
She sure is. Very physical, not flashy, no finesse, but doesn't make a lot of mistakes and will absolutely punish you. You know you're in a fight when you're in there with Savannah Stone. And now cornering Milo continues to dish out the pain.
Meanwhile, Milo fighting desperately here, and Savannah Stone is just ruthless, and Alex Gracia looking to continue the attack. What a snap suplex.
I tell you, I'm impressed with the teamwork of Gracia and Stone as they continue to galvanize. Cover here by the Pink Dream. Having to dig down deep and kick out there is Milo. And Zeta had a great quick start in this matchup, but she's been stuck on the apron for quite some time now.
It goes back to what you just said. Gracia and Stone coming in with a clear game plan. Thus far, it's working. Utilizing the full 5 count there. Now a tag into the powerhouse.
Savannah Stone stepping in there, the hands of fortune, the hands of misfortune for anybody that crosses her, that's for sure. Another tag. Yeah, another tag was made, and maybe some double teaming here, perhaps double suplex here. Muscle, oh, just hanging Milo. Oh, double slingshot suplex that Tully Blanchard would be proud of.
And Milo in deep trouble here, and yet another double team forthcoming, and a splash into the cover.
Wow, great tandem offense by Gracia and Stone, but not enough to put away Milo. Milo's got so much heart.
This has really turned into a one-sided domination here, as another tag between Gracia and now Savannah Stone, the legal competitor, keeping Milo as far away from Zeta Zhang as possible.
Butterfly suplex, that double underhook lock, and again the power on display by Savannah Stone. I mean, this could turn into a rout here, Johnny. Zeta Zhang might not be a factor in this matchup. She can't get a tag, get back in the ring.
Give credit to Milo. She is swinging at anything that's moving right now, but Gracia is undeterred, continuing with another suplex.
Pink Dream continues to go to work, not wasting any time, just keeping the attack, the full court press. They have just been smothering Milo.
Once again, Milo in the wrong part of town. Another tag now into Savannah Stone. And Stone has shown on every occasion she'll throw hands with anyone. Tag.
Teamwork again. Saw the slingshot suplex before. No, Milo out the back door this time. Dividing, conquering. The full Nelson by Stone. Milo gets out of there. Oh my goodness!
A miscommunication, and it looked like a tag. Oh, not quite. Milo's trying to scratch and claw her way to her partner.
Enziguri might open the door, and it does. And here comes Zhang. Zeta Zhang, fresh and furious here, and all over the Pink Dream and the Unbreakable One here.
And now we're starting to see that fire of Zeta Zhang, former fighter of the year in One World MMA, now looking to become the #1 woman in the United Wrestling Network, but she has to find a way past Gracia and Savannah Stone.
Gracia hits hard in the corner there. Zhang with the hip attack there and continues having a little fun. Really rubbing it in, you might say. And again, you know, Zhang came in with all kinds of fanfare. She drags her out to the center of the ring into the cover, and Stone makes the save. But Zeta Zhang, you got to remember, lost her debut in the United Wrestling Network to Alex Gracia, and what a big upset that was.
Well, Stone is not the legal competitor here, and oh my, a powerbomb. Are you kidding me?
that distasteful bomb, as she calls it. It certainly didn't taste good for Zhang. And now Milo, there's a lot of moving parts in this match.
This is really breaking down here.
Wouldn't want to be the official.
Not exactly shocking, Todd. There's a lot of animosity between these two teams. Now Milo tagging in, trying to head up top, but oh, Alex Gracia too quick.
Was, but Gracia hit hard in the corner again, and oh my gosh, that big shot there. Backstabber into the cover, and again, oh my goodness, Gracia and Stone, they just have the number. More to come on Championship.
They say it's healthy for the soul to sometimes take a step back and reflect. I've done some thinking and taken my time to reflect, and over the last 7 years, we've had a lot of highs together, Outlandish, and a lot of lows. But you can't deny that Outlandish Zicky Dice never left you without a smile on your face. There was always something to laugh about. But I'm not laughing anymore! You've called me crazy my whole life! And now you're surprised that I've lost my mind? It's time that I get what I deserve! It's time the world sees a different side of the dice. Hurt people. Hurt people.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Bay Area, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Black Rose, Jude Diz.
A lot on the line for Jude Diz. He got by Divine. He got by Freeman. He's got one more hurdle to jump. If he can defeat Honest John in a singles matchup, he will finally get his hands on Banning down the line.
And this is certainly beyond personal for Jude Diz.
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the Institution from Shady Pines, weighing in at 181 pounds, Honest.
And a lot of pressure, you would think, on Honest, as he's the last barrier between Banning and Jude Diz. It's the last opportunity that the Institution has to keep Jude Diz from that match with Banning.
Well, Honest has proven himself to be beyond pesky and rambunctious. Total wild card, but Jude is more than ready. And keep in mind, the suspension for Jack Banning still in effect.
Yep, cannot interfere, or he will be suspended for the remainder of the year. And it's just indefinite suspension at the moment. Jude Diz throwing some hurt and bombs here, and a little flip-flop fly in the public, if you will.
That's right, Daddy. Now, going back to this animosity between Jude Diz and Honest, you know, Jude Diz was the victim of a low blow from Honest at the very moment when Honest decided to join the Institution. Essentially, Honest is the reason this entire massive destructive roadblock has been in the way of the career of Jude Diz.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And Honest has really been a thorn in the side of Jude Diz. Beyond that, cost Jude Diz a chance to advance into the Golden Opportunity Tournament, as Jude Diz had a qualifying match with Levi Shapiro. Honest was a distraction.
No question about that. Jude Diz is truly at the highest point of his career right now. All cylinders are firing, and he realizes what an opportunity it would have been. Cover, and Honest just kicks out.
Jude Diz got the victory over Divine at Commerce Casino. Got the win over Freeman right here in the Irvine Improv. This again, that gauntlet was laid out, the challenge by Jack Banning. I'll face you one-on-one, but you have to defeat each member of the Institution. This is the last battle, that last step that he's got to climb. Swing and a miss.
Jude Diz has survived battles against Freeman and Divine. Only Honest remains. Cover, no.
And Jude Diz doesn't get paid by the hour. You can just see the sense of urgency. He wants to make quick work of Honest and not allow, you know, crack open that window for any involvement of the Institution. I mean, Banning might not be a factor, but the other two may.
Anything is possible. What a counter there by Honest, sending Jude Diz right into the top turnbuckle. I spoke to Jude Diz earlier tonight, and he said he honestly feels that Honest is just a lost soul who would rather be led than be a leader. And as you know, TK, Jude Diz is a leader.
No, he certainly is. He's a role model. He's a great competitor. But there you talked about him, unpredictable, just using his body as a projectile, as a weapon there, was Honest. And Honest looking to dash the dreams of Jude Diz here, looking for the victory. I got to think this is an important matchup for Honest, because Honest has proven to be somewhat of a liability for the institution as of late. So a win here might get him back in the good graces.
Part of the reasons are, you know, Honest is a true live wire. He has no regard for his own safety. And that what makes it makes him dangerous, not only to his opponents, but, as you mentioned, to the rest of the institution. You truly don't know what this guy is going to do.
He is truly a wild card, loose cannon. And but we got ourselves a good battle brewing here. I mean, Jude Diz, what a start he had, so physical, but Honest is taking control of the match. A big shot, and immediately going for the cover. Honest trying to get the win, and again, I mean, where do you go if you're Jude Diz and you don't pick up the victory here? That's pretty much the end.
He's going to have to pick up the pieces. And look, Jude Diz agreed to this stipulation by Jack Banning. There's nothing the committee can do about it. It is signed. I don't know when Jack Banning will be reinstated, but Jude Diz cannot worry about that right now. He has to focus on Honest and Honest alone.
Honest caught Jude Diz with a big shot, but to little or no effect. I mean, Jude Diz has just got all kinds of vim and vigor and hatred running through those veins right now, and desire to get his hands on Banning.
An ambidextrous attack there. Now a European uppercut followed by an ensigiri. Jude Diz is piling it on here, TK.
Thought it was going to be a bulldog, called the audible into the knee. Knowledge drop, look at the leg, here we go. Oh, how close was that? The hand was coming down for 3. Honest surviving right now, but for how long? And again, stoic there on the stage. Banning, Freeman, Divine just looking on.
Just a terrifying vision as Honest offering the institution's hand. Jude Diz will have none of it.
Oh boy, nothing honest about that attempt, but wise to it. Fool me once.
I'm gonna break his arm.
Oh, look at this, bro. This is, oh my gosh. You can almost hear it snap there. This is a more aggressive Jude Diz than we've ever seen. He is on a mission.
No question, the torque on the radius and the ulna of the wrist very well could have snapped a bone, and now spitting in the face of Jude Diz. Come on.
Just a disgusting display. What a shot there by Jude Diz. The knees go weak of Honest. I think Honest was trying to goad him in. Maybe cause Jude Diz to do something to get himself disqualified, which, you know, would also...
Oh! That is a lethal submission right there.
I think you're going to have a verbal submission, because he's going to have to tap with his feet, because Honest is all tapped, tied up, and he taps.
Here is your winner, Jude Diz.
He did it. Jude Diz did it. He earns that match with Banning. He got through the institution. Divine, Freeman, now Honest. The institution heading to the back, leaving Honest out there. We'll be back. World title match still coming your way.
The 16-time world champion, Nature Boy here, representing Car Shield. Woo! Sometimes Slick Rick has to take his own ride, so I called Car Shield because I can't worry about expensive car repairs. Like a new engine, woo! Or a transmission, woo! Expensive car repairs have met their match, woo! Car Shield and Ric Flair do it better than anybody else, woo!
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few the proud, the Marines.
Jack Farmer here, being joined by the #1 contender, Danny Limelight. And Danny, in a few moments, we have a main event coming up. And one of these men you're going to face for the United Wrestling Network World Championship.
What's up, Joaquin? How you been, Papa?
I've been great. How have
you been? Good? Man, I've been good, man. I've been doing my thing. Right here, you see this? This is the golden ticket right here. We're not going to Willy Wonka's factory, though. Look off into the distance, Joaquin. We're going to the red carpet rumble. So whether it's Jordan Clearwater or somebody I grew up watching like Carlito, whoever it is got a date with Papi. But we're not going to be salsa dancing to Mark Anthony. We're going to be throwing down for the United Wrestling Network World Heavyweight Championship. So if it's Jordan Clearwater, you and your 3 little lackeys, them 3 bozos that you walk around with, better be ready. And if it's Carlito, Papi, it's not personal, it's just business.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United World Championship.
You know what cool is you're looking at it, and you're looking at the challenger for the United Wrestling Network World title in Carlito Colon, someone who's no stranger to championships throughout his illustrious career.
Absolutely not. Former WWE Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, Tag Team Champion, and TK Carlito Colon has the lineage, the skill, and clearly the results have spoken for themselves over his very decorated career. We could not be more excited to have him competing for the United World Championship right now.
Here's the champion, and you can hear a chorus of boos from the faithful here at the Limelight Improv, often saying the Clearwater, not our champ.
Well, you can see the gold glistening off the hands and the head of Prince Nana as Jordan Clearwater, the Golden Boy, now approaching over 6 months as United World Champion. And, well, quite frankly, Todd, the fans and the committee may not be thrilled with the various ways Clearwater has held on to the title, but the fact remains he's the champion for many reasons.
Cashed in his red carpet rumble privilege to win the title over then champion Chris Dickinson. And think of the defenses he's had against the likes of Chris Adonis, a longtime partner of Carlito. I wonder if Carlito's had some strategy sessions with Adonis. And then Clearwater also defeated Frankie Kazarian and defeated Colt Cabana, a former world champion on this program. But again, he's got the makings of perhaps the greatest title reign in the history of this program. But then there's the way that he's gone about winning these matches.
One could argue that. Of course, he also defeated Willie Mack at our Primetime Live pay-per-view. It truly has been a who's who of opponents that Clearwater has bested, but this could be his toughest challenge to date.
And again, I hate the way he strong arms ring announcer Adel Qureshi.
Without fail, every single time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Clearwater and the embassy would like me to remind you all to please keep the noise down while he removes his robe and shows everyone what pure gold looks like.
I think now might be a good time for Carlito to bite the apple.
I'd love to see it. That'd be pretty cool, if you ask me.
Jordan Clearwater has informed me that if you guys do not be quiet, he's leaving.
Can confirm that's not going to happen. The committee will not allow him to walk out on this title match.
Clearwater does his best to incite a riot.
Carlito, are we wrestling? Carlito, are we wrestling?
A song from the faithful, and we might be seeing Clearwater kiss that title reign goodbye.
Well, what we're looking at right now, TK, is really a microcosm of the exponential growth in the career of Jordan Clearwater. 5 years ago,
Introducing first,
here
the
we go.
challenger from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 230
Good point by Carlito.
Introducing first, the challenger from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 235 pounds, Carlito Colon.
Still in impeccable condition is Carlito Colon.
Fantastic shape, and the turnabout is fair play there on that intro.
I thought Carlito had the better hip swivel, actually.
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the Embassy from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the United World Champion, the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
Stage is set, the world title on the line in our main event, and another high-profile, tough challenge in the reign of the Golden. We're moments away, the main event, right after this.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees.
Welcome back, everyone. Bell has sounded. Main event time. The title on the line. Clearwater defends against Carlito. Take us through your thoughts in this main event matchup. Maybe a couple keys for you.
Well, when it comes to Jordan Clearwater, he feels completely untouchable. He's determined to continue his golden era. But Carlito Colon, there isn't anything he hasn't done. Saying he's world traveled.
World champion.
Thank you.
Jordan Clearwater is in the ring, and he's going to teach all these fools.
No.
Why he's the best.
You're spitting all over us. Oh, speaking of spit.
The champ walked right into that one, didn't he?
A little bit of fiber for Clearwater, but now attacking Carlito from behind.
The champion, all kinds of fired up after that. He doesn't like to have egg on his face, apples on his face, anything. But
well, as I was saying, there isn't anything Carlito hasn't seen. It's very difficult to get the best of him psychologically. So this is going to be a huge test for Jordan Clearwater and the Embassy.
Very true. I mean, think of the battles that Carlito has had. One time, defeated John Cena for the U.S. title.
And that was in his very first match on SmackDown. And then he debuted on Raw. Later that year, he won the Intercontinental Championship. Carlito has had moment after moment in his career that is unmatched. And right now, he's looking to add more gold to his resume.
Carlito back on the offensive here, taking the champion to task, taking him pillar to post. Little tour of the squared circle, courtesy of Carlito Colon.
That's right, Carlito has won titles even as far away as Qatar, truly a global star. Couldn't ask for a more appropriate champion for the United Wrestling Network. Oh, come on, now Talos getting involved.
What a shot from Carlito Colon, a nasty chop, gonna cut right through the champ like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, you're right. In Qatar, a tag team gold with as we mentioned before, Chris Adonis, held many titles in his home Puerto Rico as well. I mean, a legendary wrestling family, the Colon, and Carlito can add to that legacy here at Championship Wrestling.
Look at the elevation and the athleticism of Carlito Colon, and that's right, TK. I mean, he was raised in the ring, cut his teeth in the World Wrestling Council in Puerto Rico, and it led him to a non-stop career over the past 2 decades.
Absolutely, and the challenger in control right now. We saw that big drop kick, and he's going to keep the pressure on. Get Carlito, the challenger, in phenomenal condition, up to the task. Looks cool, and took a little too much time, and now he's paying for it, is the challenger.
Jordan Clearwater may be a narcissist, but he's certainly an intellectual wrestler, as he was able to evade Carlito Colon and now going on the attack. Clearwater in control.
And the numbers game, you know, always a factor. You got to think that monster Talos out there, along with the likes of Invictus Cash, Prince Nana, who's now getting physically involved. That's got to rent a lot of space in your head.
And now Cash with a right hand to the back of Carlito's head. And that's the problem with the Embassy, Todd. They have their game plan, their strategy completely mapped out. Their communication is so good at ringside, and it's very dangerous. Cover.
The cover. We've seen members of the Embassy get physically involved in Clearwater's title matches against the likes of Kazarian, Willie Mack, Chris Adonis, Cole Cabana, as we mentioned. I mean, it's always a factor. And you got to think someone really keeping an eye on this is Danny Limelight. Is he going to get that? Is he going to get that match with Clearwater? How about a match with Carlito and Limelight for the title? Two proud Puerto Ricans. I'd love to see it.
Well, we just heard from the radioactive Poppy. He says he truly believes it's his destiny to become the United World Champion, whether it's Colon or Jordan Clearwater that he faces. As Jordan Clearwater, you can see Todd just slowing things down. He's brash, he's defiant, as condescending as they come, but so powerful as he crashes Carlito down to the canvas.
Champion back in control, 2 handfuls of hair. You know, he'll cut corners, he'll take the shortcuts to get the advantage. Well, the champion never meant a rule he won't break. And look at this, the shin bone right across the throat of Carlito.
Tibia is such a thick bone to have across the larynx, cutting off the oxygen supply. And you know, the problem with Jordan Clearwater is he knows how good he is. And he's become so adept at psychologically defeating his opponents. And right now he's physically destructing Carlito Colon.
And now you got Cash out there. Look at this.
Oh, come on now.
The champion distracting the official, allowing this extracurricular on the outside. So if you're Carlito, you just can't catch a breath. You can't catch a break. Into the cover now goes the champion. And really, really just depleting the gas tank of the challenger with these outside attacks, you know, let alone the attacks of the champion himself.
And it's been clear the game plan by Clearwater and the Embassy is keep the attack near the ropes so Clearwater can distract the referee, but great counter here by Colon.
Nice job breaker, and turned the tide pendulum of momentum, switches, and the scoop and a slam, and Carlito can go high risk when he needs to.
There isn't anything Carlito Colon can't do in the ring, but can he become the new United World Champion? The fans here would certainly love to see it.
No question about it. I think maybe the happiest person would be Limelight, except I think he really wants to win the title from Clearwater. Wants to make him pay the price.
Yeah, no question. Limelight cannot stand the entire Embassy, but look at Colon.
Colon perched up top. What's he got in mind?
Hold on a second.
Calling the audible. He's having some issue getting his footing there.
All right. Oh. Interesting strategy there, did not pay off.
Well, it was going to be high risk, then medium risk, then low risk, but it still was costly for Colon.
Colon heads to the outside and certainly has to watch his back.
No question, yeah, this is not where you want to be. I mean, Colon on the outside is swimming with sharks.
Of course, the title can only change hands in the ring for Colon. I'm not quite sure what he struck Clearwater with there.
I think it was a loaded fry, perhaps.
Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, rake to the eyes.
Going right to the eyes is Clearwater. You know, just dubious tactics, but effective. And again, right back to controlling the pace. Trying to take Carlito out of the matchup and trying to take out the crowd as well.
Jordan Clearwater could care less about entertaining. He can care less about impressing the fans. All he cares about is the results. And if he has to put Carlito Colon to sleep, that's exactly what he's going to try and do.
Fans come to life here, trying to urge the challenger back to a vertical base and to uncork some offense. Clearwater full head of steam. Diz maybe going to go for the Midas touch, but runs right into a series of clotheslines here by Colon, who's stringing together the offense.
Colon with a second win here. Boot to the midsection, and oh, following up, impressive knee and a clothesline.
What an onslaught of strikes here by Colon. He's got him softened up. Can Colon hit something high impact? Look at this rolling neck breaker. Nicely done, man. All kinds of velocity on that. History to be made. No, how close was that? Almost put the champ away, ending this historic title reign.
An eyelash away from a new United World Champion. What else is in the playbook here for Carlito Colon? Ooh, shot to the throat.
Get the belt!
What? No, not this
do not
way.
get the belt. Oh, come on.
Oh, the title. Oh, shouldn't be used like that. Roll up the other way by Colon. Oh my gosh, so close.
The plan almost backfired for the Embassy there.
The champ gets him up though. Fireman's carry position. Well, you don't want to turn your back on Carlito, I'll tell you that. Might be one backstabber away from a new champion crown.
Oh, goes for the backstabber, but Clearwater was hanging on to the title.
Well, yeah, you know, and I think that Carlito's head hit hard on the canvas. Look out here, the golden sleep. The golden sleep by the champion. Is that gonna be enough? Here's the cover.
And it is. Still.
Here is your winner, and still United World Champion, Jordan Clearwater.
Well, Johnny LaClasto, when the deck is stacked the way it is time and time again for the champion, maybe Prince Nana is correct. Perhaps the Embassy is forever.
The Embassy is truly becoming a festering wound for the United Wrestling Network, but the fact remains, Jordan Clearwater is still the United World Champion. Look out!
Oh, the radioactive Poppy. Oh, fired up, but man, he ran right into a buzzsaw. Now Willie Mack. Oh my goodness! Even in the odds.
A complete Donnybrook here.
It's total bedlam. Oh no, Clearwater. Clearwater lays out the #1 contender.
And now Invictus Cash looking to pile it on even further. A cluster of right hands as now Talos has decimated Willie Mack and now Carlito.
A vulgar display of power by the Embassy. We'll see you next time.